this video we visit different vineyards in Chile, around Santiago, and in Argentina, around Mendoza. And we show you how we visit them and how we have an awesome time on the vineyards. Chile is pretty famous for the unique wine they have there. It's the Carménère. Around Santiago there are two different wine regions, Concha Agua, and we visit Maipo, and there is Casablanca close to Valparaiso. And there is Argentina with the famous Malbec wine. In Argentina we visit vineyards around Mendoza. It's Luján de Coya, Maipo as well, it's the same name, and Valle de Uco. We arrived in Santiago de Chile and we're waiting for our rental car. Hey, wait for me! We got it! We're in the car! So we booked a car in Chile to get out to the vineyards. Actually, the reason why was that the tours were pretty expensive, and with the car we are flexible to get to every vineyard we want.
Yeah, we just made the math. It's cheaper and more freedom.
And we go to Valparaiso, so we don't have to wait for the bus or take the bus. We just drive there to our apartment, and we can visit also vineyards from Valparaiso.
I guess the only downside is that one has to drive while we go to the vineyard to do wine tasting.
No wine tasting?
Just for me, little wine tasting, and for her, bigger wine tasting. We are in Valparaiso, and it's considered as one of the street art capitals of the world. But
no, actually it's already the second one, because we've been in Medellin in Colombia, which is really famous for its street art as well.
Okay, two street art capitals then. But that wasn't always the case in Valparaiso. It actually was even punished by torture during the military dictatorship.
They didn't have the freedom to do street art, and now it's a sign for freedom.
And it's the only place in Chile where it's actually legal. That's why it's so big.
In Chile, on the vineyards, we found a new grape which we really like. Actually, they thought it's distinct in Europe when they didn't find the Carménère wine anymore, but they found it again in Chile. Actually, it was thought over 150 years that it is a Merlot grape, but finally it was a Carménère, which is a really nice blue-purple wine, really delicious. It's actually a very interesting story why the Carménère grapes survived in Chile. They have 4 natural borders here: the Andes Mountains, the ocean, the Antarctic, and the desert in the north. have for every different wine here a different cheese.
Did you know that Chile is the 4th biggest wine exporter in the world, after Spain, France and Italy? They actually produce more than 200 million liters of wine every year, and more than 40% of it gets exported. And do you know why? Because Chileans don't really drink a lot of wine. They prefer beer and pisco, and maybe it's also the price, because they don't have special wine taxes and they produce too much. So that's why the price is so low.
After our experiences in the Chilean vineyards, we arrived in Mendoza, the vineyards of Malbec.
We are on the vineyard Ojo de Aguas. And why are we here? Because it's owned by Dieter Meyer, Swiss guy, a former member of the band Yellow. And he also owns a restaurant, our favorite restaurant in Zurich, the Bärengasse. And we just so much love the meat we got there and the wine, and yeah, in Argentina we thought we're just gonna go to his estate.
The first wine we tried today is a pure Malbec. So really tasty. But we go upwards, so we have 2 other wines left, and
Two more red wines.
There is some good food coming.
They don't have white wines at the moment, but we prefer red wines anyway, so that's absolutely perfect. 500 grams of meat. That's the biggest steak I ever had.
And it looks so good. And we got the second glass of very good wine. It's a blend wine from Ojo de Agua. Actually, most of it is Malbec, but as well Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, Merlot, and some others. Cheers.
Third course, third wine.
That's how our breakfast looked like in the wine region. Good morning.
Morning. Great breakfast at Brut.
Brut, that's the name of the bakery here. It's a very nice one. Today we go on bicycles. Look at us.
So today we actually have to work to get our wine.
Okay, today we had a great idea. We wanted to
great.
We wanted to visit the vineyards by bicycle.
Yeah, do a little sport before drink the wine. I mean, what a great idea.
We didn't think about that. It's pretty hot to ride a bicycle in high summer temperatures in Argentina. But now, look at that. We arrived at our first vineyard. Let's see if we get some wine.
Yes, you deserve it.
Today we are tasting Malbec Rosé, and then we are having a Tempranillo, a Malbec, Merlot, Syrah, and a Cabernet Sauvignon. Promised you the best experience. So we normally choose to have a cheese and meat platter, and we share it, and we also share the wine tasting. So we have 3 different wines and we taste them both.
Most of these vineyards offer tours where they explain the winemaking process and the specialties about the wine country. And so we mostly do one at the beginning, but then it gets repeating. So you're not getting more info. So just do one, do it proper. Get all the info, suck it all up, and then just continue the next vineyard, just doing wine tastings or having lunch with wine or whatever you like. gonna be meat or meat, I guess. I guess that just brought me an entire cow, but that's alright. I have the right equipment to deal with it. So let's give it a try. I hope you liked our video about the wine regions of Chile and Argentina. If you liked the video, give us a thumb up, share the video, and tell us in the comment section what is your favorite wine country. And by the way, the next video will be about vibrant Buenos Aires, so sign up to our channel so you're not gonna miss it.